The American Civil War was primarily sparked by long-standing tensions over slavery, states' rights, and westward expansion. By the mid-19th century, the United States was divided between the northern states, which were mostly industrial and anti-slavery, and the southern states, largely agricultural and reliant on slave labor. The immediate trigger was the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860. Lincoln, a member of the anti-slavery Republican Party, won the presidency without carrying a single Southern state. Southern leaders feared he would abolish slavery and threaten their economic and social order. Following Lincoln's election, 11 Southern states seceded from the Union and formed the Confederate States of America, led by President Jefferson Davis. The war officially began on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces fired on Fort Sumter in South Carolina. The war was fought across thousands of miles in both the Eastern and Western theaters. Some of the most significant battles included the Battle of Antietam in 1862, the bloodiest single-day battle in American history, which halted Lee's first invasion of the North, the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, a major Union victory and turning point in the war that stopped Confederate General Robert E. Lee's second invasion of the North, the Siege of Vicksburg in 1863, which gave the Union control of the Mississippi River and split the Confederacy in two, and Sherman's march to the sea in 1864, where Union General William Tecumseh Sherman devastated Georgia, using total war tactics to cripple the South's will to fight. On January 1, 1863, President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring all slaves in Confederate-held territory to be free. Though it didn't immediately free all enslaved people, it shifted the war's focus to include the moral cause of ending slavery and allowed Black men to serve in the Union Army. By early 1865, Confederate forces were exhausted, outnumbered, and undersupplied. On April 9, 1865, General Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia, effectively ending the war. Over 620,000 Americans died, more than in any other U.S. conflict. The 13th Amendment to the Constitution, ratified in 1865, abolished slavery throughout the United States. The federal government tried to rebuild and integrate the South while protecting the rights of newly freed African Americans during the Reconstruction era from 1865 to 1877. However, this era was marked by resistance, violence, and the rise of discriminatory laws known as Jim Crow. The Civil War preserved the Union, ended the institution of slavery, and fundamentally reshaped the nation's identity. However, the struggle for civil rights and racial equality would continue for more than a century.